What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to the Audi RS6. I feel like this should have been added in the game way back when. I don't know why it's only out now, but I got it now, finally. And I'm very happy that it's in the game, because this, ladies and germs, is my favorite daily, basically my dream daily driver, right? If I was to drive a car every single day, all the time, just for running errands and stuff like that, this would be the car to do it in my opinion. I love this thing. I love the R6. I love the C7, or is it the C? Yeah, the C7. I love the C6. I like the C5 a lot. All the advance of the RS6 I love, and I'm happy that the C8 is actually in the game now as well. It's so much more, like, I guess, bulky and like just big. Everything's just so big about it in real life if you see it, especially the brakes. I think the brakes are the one big thing with this thing. If you see this thing in real life, it's got 10-pot calipers up front, and these discs are absolutely massive when you see them in person. They're huge. They're absolutely huge. The back one's more normal size, but the front ones with the 10-piston calipers and these massive brake discs, they are huge in real life. But I'm happy that this thing is finally in the game. I get to drive it now a little bit. I love estates, man. I love wagons, tourings, vans, whatever you want to call them. I love them. I love them all. This one has the pano roof as well. I really like the new Audi RS6. And in this video, I'm going to try and customize it and do some stuff with it. That is actually kind of sick. With the laser lights, it actually has the little... What? That is a cool piece of detail. You can actually read it. Laser radiation. Do not stare into beam. Class 2 laser product. And then below that, I can't really tell what it says. It's like 400 to 300 meters? Is that what it says? And then something else. That is pretty sick detail, I'm not gonna lie. Usually you get a lot of detail like that in Gran Turismo. I like that it's in this game as well. So it's got actual laser lights as well. On this version of this guy. Very cool. I really like it. I'm happy that it's in the game. Does the RS7 have that? Because the front of the RS7 and the R6 share pretty much that's pretty much the only thing that they share, well, apart from the engine and all that. But I wonder if the RS7 also has the same lights as the RS6. Now the RS7 is actually one of the best sounding cars in this game in my opinion. We'll see if the RS6 is the same. It sounds very similar as well. I think this also has it in the headlights, by the looks of things. I don't see why it shouldn't, right? It's the exact same headlights. Wait, this actually doesn't have it. This does not have it in the headlights. It doesn't have the little tag. That's actually very cool detail with the RS6. I never realized that's the thing that actually says it. But look how menacing this thing looks once it's fully lowered and everything, and it has this body cut in it. I really do think that these new generation of Audis are absolutely beautiful. I think they've done such a good job with them, especially the R6. Like I said, I love estates, man. I absolutely love this thing, and in my opinion, it's still the best looking wagon estate, whatever you want to call it. I don't think even the modern... Does it have... Yes, it does have the 4-wheel steering as well. You can see the rear wheels move as well. I love that it still has that feature as well, even in this game. What's the turning circle? Oh my god, it's so good! Oh, I love this thing. I love it. Let's do stuff to it. Let's change things. Let's upgrade it, modify it, do whatever it is that we can do on this car. Right, so, first of all, what can we do to this thing? How low does it get with the drift suspension? It's fairly low. It's not too bad. I think we can get this thing to be a little bit lower. I'm gonna probably slam this thing and do the same thing as we've done with the RS7, because they just look really good. Okay, that's fair enough. That looks like that there. We also have the amped kit for this. That's very cool as well. I'm pretty sure that's the same kit that we have on the RS7 as well. Doesn't really change too much in the back, except for the little whatever that is on the windows. It's like the little, it's like tiny little grill on the windows or whatever it is, and then obviously the carbon fiber add-ons, I guess, to the wing, a little spoiler on the back. The exhaust look kind of cool as well. Should we turn this thing into an abbed RS6R? We probably can. I'm not a big fan of the abbed kit on this thing. I'm not sure if I really like it, but it doesn't make it look that much worse, right? Like, it doesn't make it look that bad. Like, if it was like a Mansory kit or something like that, then I'd probably throw up before putting it on. But it actually doesn't look too bad here. It's just a couple of extra carbon bits and pieces. So I'll add it on. I do really like the exhaust though. The quad pipes should be standard, in my opinion, on RS cars. I do like the ovals, but I think the you should actually have the oval and then inside. I note that it's technically a quad pipe inside, but it should be more pronounced, in my opinion. I think they would look so much better. I'm gonna go lower this. So the only way to lower this thing even more is, as you can see, by putting the off-road tire compound. That is how you're gonna get this car to be really, really low. It's already at 285s in the front. You can put 315s on the front. Oh my god, look how wide those tires are if we put 315s on it. We'll put it on the rear because it just looks better. I also still really like the OEM wheels, whatever you want to call them. I still really, really like them, so I don't think I'm gonna do anything there. We'll change the track width slightly here, I think. I don't want to change it to like as wide as possible because I don't think it'll just. I think it'll look worse, in my opinion. What I am going to do with these wheels as well is do the same thing that I've done with the RS7 wheels, and it's kind of like just diamond cutting them. I also don't want to change the transmission or anything with this thing because I feel like it'll sound very whiny and annoying. Look how tiny the regular brakes are. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it should have been with the with carbon ceramics as standard. This one doesn't seem to get as low as the RS7. The RS7 gets really, really low. It does look really good though once it is slightly lowered. Track width on the front can change maybe a little bit. I'm gonna get rid of a little bit of that camber because it just looks a bit ugly. But we'll get rid of, or we'll get it to be slightly lower there. Yeah, not really. It looks kind of like that. Alright, now. I feel like this has the same engine sound as the RS7, so I'm gonna mess around with it and see if this thing is also gonna pop the same. Not like that. Not with anti-lag, but there is a lot of pops and bangs with this car just by upgrading the exhaust on it, which is what I'm gonna use. What I'm gonna do last. So not much going on here. And now with this exhaust. Yeah. Ooh, look at that reflection under the car. You can actually see the mufflers a little bit. Kind of a weird back box though over there. It just looks like a big square. That looks a bit ugly, but at least you can see the exhaust, the reflection of the exhaust on the floor. What's weird is that the lens of the taillights isn't reflected. So you can see inside the taillights, but you can't see like the red on the outside of the taillights. It's a little odd. It's the same with the windows. The windows are just a bit too chromy, but I like that you can see kind of a lot of the reflection. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, we're gonna go with that. What are we looking at power-wise? Let's have a quick look here. 858, 1656 for that. That's fine. I'm gonna lower this even more anyway once we're done, because I think the stance of this thing is gonna look great. Here, this thing is not gonna be a race car. Like, I'm not building this thing to be a race car or anything like that. I'm building this thing just to look really, really good. And I think about 2 degrees and about maybe 1 degree on the rear should be fine in terms of that. Now, for the springs, go as soft as possible. Rebound stiffness doesn't really make too much of a difference, but bump stiffness definitely as low as possible. I'll change everything so it's as low as possible. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. Basically, what I'm doing is trying to make it so when I bring it onto the map that I want to play with this on, and it has the extra gravity, it'll push the car down even more and it'll look even more aggressive. This is a really nice color. Is this a Nardo grey color? I feel like it could be. I feel like it's a little bit too glossy, isn't it? Isn't this supposed to be a little bit more matte than this? I don't know. It doesn't matter. This silver, it kind of looks decent, especially with all the black accents everywhere and carbon fiber accents everywhere. Black, super aggressive, but I still wouldn't buy it in black. And the red is one of my favorites, but this is also really, really nice. One of the colors actually that Audi offered, and I think Matt Watson from Carwow had, is a green like this. I think this green suited that car so much, especially with the brighter interior. I think the green on his RS6 looked so good. It has to be like dark. Oh, it's kind of similar to this actually. Has like a weird tiny tint of blue, but not too much. Yeah, I really like that color that he had on his at the time when he owned it. All right, now for the wheels themselves, like I said, I'm gonna try and diamond cut these. So everything else on the inside is going to be black, and paint group 2. That should be that bit there. That's also gonna be black. Paint group 3 should be the face, which is fine. I'm gonna change that to be brushed aluminium. I think is the brighter one. That makes it look like, because you can get, or is it the polished one? No, semi-gloss. I think semi-gloss is probably the best one, because it kind of looks, or is it the brush? Nah, the brush is the clearly better one. Black for that as well, and then the outer lip. It kind of has an outer lip. You can barely see it. I don't even know why that's a thing. It is like a line of pixels going around it. You can kind of see it a little bit. If you look like top right of the wheel, you can kind of see it a little bit. Yeah, I'll do it in that color anyway. Brake stain red because Audi RS, and then I'm not going to put tints on it because it looks good the way it is. Okay, I'm liking the green. I think it's such a nice looking color. I don't know, I feel like it's a love-hate type of color. Like you either really like it or you really hate it. I actually really like it. I didn't change the wheel sizes either. I think it's already big enough as it is. Oh, it looks good though. Yes! Yes! That's what I was looking for. These pops and bangs. No anti-lag or anything like that. Oh, they sound so good on this car. Oh, I love the way this thing looks, man. I really do. I love one of these someday. Even though I really like the M5. Like, I love the M5. Like, I'd love to own an M5. This is much more expensive than an M5 as well. But, like, if I had, like, a proper supercar or something like that, or a bunch of other cars, this thing as a daily would be so sick. It's actually quite low. It's not as low as the RS7 though, but it is pretty low. I really like the RS6. I'm actually kind of happy it's in this game. Because sometimes I do take cars out just randomly. And if I'll cruise to somewhere, I'll cruise in something nice. And the RS7 is a car that I really like in this game, so I think this might take its place. Alright, cool. Let's bring it over to the map and see how low it can actually get this thing to be. If you don't know, I actually do have my own maps. I've had a video where I've shared pretty much every single one of these. Basically, I have a bunch of these where it actually has the gravity pushing down on the cars, and it makes them look really good, especially in different times of day, like wet evening, wet afternoon, dry or whatever. As you've just seen, it presses the car down, so basically it's good for photos and stuff like that if you want to use any of these maps. So go and find a video on the channel, it's somewhere, and try the maps out for yourselves. It's a little dark though right now. I may go into like daytime or whatever, but I'm gonna go over towards the festival, or over here where there's some more lights, so we can actually have a quick look at this thing. Oh my god, those brakes light up so quickly. Yeah, I want to bring it over to the festival because the festival has a bunch of light. Damn, this thing looks good. It looks really good. Maybe I should go into daytime so you guys can see it a little bit better. All the colors though reflecting off it looks so clean. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a photo though. Like seriously? Oh my god. Bro, what? How clean does that look? I can't even use that as a thumbnail because it has to be brighter. Holy shit, that looks so cool. I'm grabbing a quick screenshot of that just because. Damn. That looks so good. Okay, I'm going to take this thing out in the day and have a quick look at it because that looks so cool. I'm going to bring the exposure down. That is a beautiful car. Alright, cool. Anyway, 1 sec. Let me go ahead and take this thing out and today. It looks so much better on my screen, probably, than what you guys see. I really like that. Alright, cool. 1 sec. Well, there you go. This is what it looks like during the day. That looks great. Even just rolling, it looks really good. What a sick car. Alright, I think I might leave the video there. I might leave the video there, but this looks so good. Like I said, even rolling, it just looks so, like, menacing. Oh, it's so good looking. I love it. Alright, I'm gonna leave the video there. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course, subscribe and do all that sort of stuff. Now I'm gonna try and get some pictures of this thing, because I really like it. Alright, but yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. It's easy to get this thing. Just get your 20 points for this week, and that's pretty much how you get it. Or just go buy it if you want to, but yeah, it's just easy to get anyway. Alright, that's it. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.